mynews.studio.
Imagine a newsroom where every story has been published, no unassigned leads, nothing left in limbo. What does complete openness really look like in practice?
Just to set the scene, today's date is 2026-02-09. For the first time, newsrooms worldwide are reporting 0 major stories left unpublished. Internal logs and previous episode archives back it up. Every big pitch is either assigned or already out there. No investigations just sitting on the shelf.
Exactly. Editorial pipelines everywhere, from small locals to major international desks, have reached what they're calling full disclosure. The process to get here? It's intense. Editors go through every single pitch, often using platforms like Asana, checking in daily or at minimum a couple times a week.
Can you break down how those editorial decisions actually happen? With so many pitches coming in, how do editors make sure nothing vital slips by?
It's all about clear criteria. Editors look at timeliness. What's breaking? Who's impacted? How close is it to the audience? Which people are involved? Is there conflict? Is it something new? Does it have human interest? They weigh each story not only for news value, but also for resources, staff, time, space available.
So, if a story is important but you just don't have the resources, what happens then? Does it get pushed aside?
Not ignored, just sometimes delayed or moved around. For example, if an investigation needs more time, but something urgent breaks, editors shift focus temporarily. They don't drop the original story. It stays in the system. They keep backup plans in case a source becomes unavailable, and as soon as they can, they revisit it.
What about bias? Is there a risk that some stories still get buried, maybe unintentionally?
That's always a concern. Editorial ethics are built to minimize bias and prevent harm. There are several layers of review, so no single person makes all the calls. Anyone on the team can pitch ideas. Editorial meetings are open for debate, and priorities can be shifted. Plus, they track audience metrics like how much people share or engage with the topic, which can highlight stories that deserve a follow-up.
People often want to know, can this level of transparency keep going? How do newsrooms make sure the pipeline stays clear in the future?
It comes down to documented workflows and planning that adapts. Every story, from pitch to publication, is tracked. Editors regularly reassess for new developments, and every few months, they do deep dives into bigger issues. Grants and fellowships sometimes help expand what newsrooms can handle. So it's a mix, structured, but also flexible.
And right now, there's really nothing exclusive being held back? No big story waiting in the wings?
Nothing major left unpublished, but newsrooms keep contingency systems, beat assignments for ongoing coverage, AI tools to spot gaps, and regular check-ins to make sure everything stays visible.
How does this kind of openness actually affect the people following the news?
It builds trust. People can see not just what's reported, but how editorial choices are made. The audience gets to understand which stories run immediately and which are put on hold. That transparency turns a usually hidden process into something clear. And accountability really matters, especially with so much information out there.
Do you think this makes audiences more supportive, or does it just make them more critical?
Both in a way, but mainly it gives people more confidence in journalism that serves the public interest. If the audience knows nothing's hidden, they're more likely to trust the newsroom, even if they challenge it sometimes, which is healthy.
And looking globally, this kind of process pushes back against selective reporting and splintered media, right?
Yes, that's the idea. When every story with public impact is published, it increases accountability and ensures access for everyone, regardless of location. It sets a new standard for what responsible journalism looks like.
So, just to sum up, no unpublished major stories, careful editorial review, open processes, and a stronger connection with the audience.
The real challenge now is to keep this level. Keep adapting as the news environment changes, but always stay committed to transparency.
That's the goal. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for tuning in. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it for free.